Welcome back to my show. Today is a very special day because I have one of my favorite people in the world and someone very special to me as a guest, and that is my father.
Thank you.
Bienvenido, Pops.
Thank you. Gracias. Welcome.
My dad's name is Adrian Rivera, and I have known him my whole life. And he has been my biggest teacher. He's always been somebody who has instilled in us to think completely differently, to look at life completely differently. My father's a great storyteller. And I remember he would tell us some great stories as children growing up. And I would say, that is a crazy story, and now that I'm older and all of those just wild stories he shared with us as children just really have made a big difference in my life. And as I keep getting older, I keep on realizing how true they are. And so my father just wrote his first book, Pops. Woo!
Thank you for the introduction.
And so welcome
I'm
to
so
the
proud
show,
of you
Dad.
too. Thank you. Thank you for the show. Thank you for the people that listen to you. And thank you for the people that help you to be where you are right now. And you can enlighten people and come to you and you go to their life. Yes, I wrote a book. This one is in English, but it's also in Spanish. Because I found out today that some friends of my daughter, they don't know if I speak Spanish or not.
Or English or not.
Sorry, or English or not. This is, your father is weird. What other language he speaks? And then a lot of people is surprised when they know that I can manage to speak in other languages, because they don't think that they can happen, right? They think that when they think about people that speak different language, they think about high educated person, and they never think about the circumstances of life when you're forced to learn another language so you can mingle and survive wherever you are. But anyhow, yes, to those people that ask, yes, I speak English.
He speaks English and Spanish
and French,
and he has some good roots in other languages. He's a very wise man. My father is very educated, like any topic you can bring to him. And this is my thing, by the way, growing up with someone who was consistently helping me think differently and stimulating my brain all the time. It's like, that's why I'm the person who I am today, because my dad, you would always, do that for me. And so that's why I'm obsessed with learning. That's why I'm obsessed with reading. That's why I'm obsessed with growth, because it became this habit of stimulation in my mind. And that's why even in conversations, if they're not very stimulating or it's not deep, I'm like, oh, I can only handle it for so long. But it really, you helped me become the person I am today. Obviously, you helped completely make me the woman I am today. And, forever, I'm grateful for my pops. And I'm not going to start getting emotional today, but your books. So the name of the books is, in English, it's called Shaman, Awakening of the Natural Secret.
That's correct.
En español, Shaman, Despertar del Secreto Natural. And so I love the story in your book, Dad, and I know that you have many other stories in your life. And the truth is that you didn't have the most easy life growing up. And so, I just love for you to share a little bit of whatever you're comfortable in sharing. And then also, you brought us here to the United States. Here you are, #1 bestseller in Amazon with this book. And so whatever your heart desires to share today of your story, because it's a fascinating one.
Thank you. And of course, I'm very proud of you. I don't make the woman you are. I help you to bring out everything that you have inside, because you've always been a brilliant person and a great woman. So I push you. That's what the shamans do. Shamans push people they don't cry with them. They don't be sorrow from them. We take the people to the limit so they can discover who they are, and they can go and conquer whatever circumstance is around. So it's in the for the people. I don't want to spoil the book, but I'm going to tell you because I want people to go and enjoy the reading. This is a book thinking in the new generations. It's not like a 600 pages. It's something that you can read. Is adapt to the modern life. People that travel, they fly an hour, 2 hours fly. They move for business to one place to another. Yes. So this is a book that you can take over there. It's very light in the reading way, but they have some of my experience of how I become a shaman, what I've learned. And people make reviews in Amazon. The book is publishes in Amazon, the biggest publishes right now in the whole history of humanity. And I try to get rid of that idea that people have about shamanism, that they think that witchcraft and sorceries and things like that. Even when people knew that I'm gonna publish my book, says, "Hey, do you have something to cast a spell, or what you can do this and that?" And I said, "No, well, wait and read it." I don't want to spoil it to them either. I don't want to go like, no. This is not like sorcery thing, right? It's my personal experience and how I become in contact with the universe, with the life, the real life. Because right now we live in a society that we are attached to a lot of things. We're afraid to lose things, and one of the shamans first commands, I'm gonna say it that way, it's not the right way, but it's so people can understand, is detach of everything. As my daughter said, as we was growing, I let a lot of things go and nobody understand why, right? I don't get attached, oh, my car, oh, my house, oh, my job. And I do work in different job, good ones all the time. Humanitarian works all the time, because I have inside of me that devotion to help people be better. And actually, I worked for 10 years in the biggest corporate over here in the state of Utah that is humanitarian and help a lot of people. And my children and my wife, they get surprised when we was walking in the streets and people come to me and they hug me and thank me, said, "Oh, thank you, you helped me to do this. I never realized that I can do this. I never thought that I can learn so I can have this big job," or things like that, right? So that's the rewards that I always enjoy more than the monetary one. And I know in these times, a lot of people is like, oh, we need to grow and be rich and things like that. It's not bad. Actually, money is the energy of God. And I know a lot of people are going to have a trouble with this one, but it's more deep than that. It's something that you really need to realize, that money is there for one reason, and it's not the bad reason. People use money to do bad things, but actually people do more good things with money than bad things. It's a very few the ones that do that. So yes, money is the energy of God. And I can write a book about that later.
You should, Dad. You should do that one. I'm like, amen.
No. And right now it's a lot of people, right? It's a very good people right now around that educate and teach with example, because they've been there to people how to management and grow rich, but also they teach them how to spread that, how to enrich other beings, human beings' life. So pretty much what shamanism says, help the other ones to discover who they are, cure their mind, their soul, their spirit, and physically, and become better person. So Nuria, you want me to share some of my experience? Well, first of all, the book was an idea that I had for 5-6 years, just coming in my mind. Not this book, another book that I'm working on it, but it was the idea over there. And then a lot of people, they don't know. My daughter know because she's my daughter, but I have a big health challenges. It ended in an open heart surgery, triple bypass, and I was out from this world for 12 hours, right?
Yeah, my dad's always had some health challenges, and especially in his heart, multiple heart attacks, and then yeah, open triple bypass surgery. When was that? 3-4 years ago?
Two and a half years ago.
2.5 years ago, and that was just traumatizing for everyone. But your experience in that was really out of body, out of the world.
Yes, I think I shared this with you, and I wasn't prepared to share with other people. I tell my wife, my children, and my mother about this one. But people is afraid to die. And I find out for personal experience, most of the thing that I say is personal experience, is my personal opinion, and it's my personal point of view. So technically I was that this last time for 12 hours, right? No pulse, no breathing. They cut me open, they take out my heart and my lungs. For real, you can Google that or ask any doctor, that's what they do. So they put a tube in your artery, so they can push the blood around with a pump, so you don't have any pulse. No, it's not beating, nothing. It's continuous. And then because they took out your lungs too, they put in a nice tray with some liquid over there. You're not breathing, so they inject to your body oxygen straight to your bloodstream. And as I said, you can check. I know it's a lot of people is in contact with the medical experience about that. And so that's what happened. Technically, I'm dead. No pulse, no breathing, nothing. And I felt like I was submerged in like I don't know, water, dense water. It was purple and very dark purple, not black, purple, darker purple. And then I feel that somebody grabbed me from the arm and pulled me forwards and up in an angle that I don't see nothing. That's what I feel, right? So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the drugs in my brain or the I don't know. That's what I feel. So we travel fast in this open space of nothing. There is purple, dark purple, and always going up, always an angle. And finally, I never see the tunnel. The people say, oh, it's the tunnel. Or maybe I was in the tunnel and I don't notice I was in the tunnel. But for me, it was like an open nothing, open immensity of this darkness, purple darkness. And then bright thing in front of me. Everything is bright, brighter than bright. And I can see life forms. I don't want to say humans or persons. I want to think now there was person. Anyhow, you cannot see the faces or nothing, but you know that they know them and they know you, and everybody's glad that you are there, and everybody come and hug you and give you the love. And now that environment is again like water, but like it's slow. It's like you are surrendered for that love that everybody come and give you. And everybody's happy that you're there, and you're like, okay, and then I'm dead. What's going on over here? And then they walk me like a little hill or a mountain or whatever. Everything is different. It's hard to describe because everything is different. So anyhow, it's like a little hill, and it's a guy sitting over there, and he stand up. And in my perception, is like a 12 feet tall. And I cannot see his face or his eyes or mouth, but I know he's looking at me and I know he's talking to me, even that I don't hear with my ears, but I know he's talking to me. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, this is not the Viking that everybody put over there, like Jesus Christ, the blonde guy, tall with blue eyes, because you cannot see it, right? It's like, oh my. But there's somebody important. And remember, this is 12 hours. So I don't want to go to the whole enchilada because maybe I was thinking right now that I'm going to write a book about it too.
Yeah. Careful. Just kidding.
I'm getting ideas right now.
Yeah. Downloading ideas.
So, yes, you see all your life. Yes, he's over there and they come like everything is covered with like a HD screen over there, big one. And you can see all your life and whatever thing you forgot is like they go zoom and grow up and you can see. But the interesting thing is you are detached of any emotion. It's your life. When in one point you suffer, you'll be happy, or you was angry, or you abused, or whatever you did. You can see it pretty clear over there. Nothing is hidden, it's right there. But you don't have any emotion. You don't feel guilty or sad or sick or sorrow. Yes, it's only the life that you live, the life that you went through is there, everything. But the most important, he made two important questions to me. And the number one question was what you did for other people. And again, you see all your life, you're like, oh my goodness. And then the next one, I think is more crucial, what you did for yourself. And then whatever you answer, right? It's no right or wrong answer because you're seeing, you cannot lie. You're not gonna lie, but even if you want to lie, you cannot lie because your life is there. You can see it.
Full transparency.
There's nowhere
in that giant screen.
There's nowhere to go. So anyhow, next thing that I know is I'm walking back to all this group of beings, the enlightened or illuminated or energies or whatever, spirits, if you want to call it. And then this guy come and grab me again from the hand. And then when he grabbed me, this time I knew who he was. He's one of my favorite characters in this world. Is the angel Michael, the angel of death. This is the real angel of death. Is the one to take the souls, or I believe that's the one to take the souls and take it wherever they need to go. And so the people say, oh, can we stay with him? Will we talk to him? Will we tell her the whole enchilada, what's going on here? And he says, no. And I said, why? He's going back, and I am like, what? Why am I going back? I said, I don't want to go back. I feel good over here. No pain, no sorrow, no suffer, no angry, no nothing. I want to stay. I'm happy over here. I don't want to go back. And then I was telling them, and then I realized that I'm going down again in this emptiness of darkness environment. I don't know, space maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, but not a tunnel. So maybe some people were so afraid that they have tunnel vision and they think it's a tunnel, but it's among us, the nothing of that dark purple. And we're going down faster than we was up. And I asked again, hey, what's wrong with you? Why are we
My
going?
dad did not want to leave.
No, I don't want to leave.
Source.
And he says, why am I going back? And I asked a couple of times, and then he says, oh, well, you need to finish your job. And I said, what job? And then I opened my eyes, and then I have a tube inside of my throat, and I'm tied with my arms. I have wires and tubes and machines beeping around, and I start to cry. And I'm gonna cry right now. Because I don't, oh my God, I don't want to be here. but I'm here. I don't know what is my mission, what I need to finish. And what's very hard for me, I been dealing with depression issues and then less now than at the beginning, because you was there and you love the praise, you know the praise, and now you back over here to the imperfect word. And no matter what we do, it's always going to be something that is not right for you. So anyhow, I think I'm gonna write a book about that experience, because it's a lot of people out there that my respect for them that die for 5 minutes or 3 minutes, and they make this huge collection of books about what is the life after death and things like that. And I believe that the people that really have the experience, I mean, it's not that they don't have the experience, right? But people that have the opportunity to experience more intense, why we cannot do something about it? Tell people that be dead or die is not a punishment. It is a reward, because you don't worry anymore about nothing.
That like gave me chills.
So maybe I gonna.
Do you know that's one of the biggest fears in people is death?
I know, but now, and you have a hard time with that when I tell you I'm not afraid to die, and you know that you need to take care of yourself.
Our whole family's like, no, Dad. Like,
Good.
what are you talking about? And my dad's just straight up honest and like, I just don't belong in this world. I don't know what I'm doing here. And we're like, no, we need you and we want you here.
And you're like, go to the gym, you need to lose weight.
Yeah, I'm like, eat right, get your health better, your heart,
Eat healthy. But a funny thing, right? I was vegan, 100% vegan before. And then after the surgery, I come anemic. So the doctors, all the specialists, because I was seeing a lot of doctors still are seeing a lot of doctors there. You need to eat animal protein so you can. So for 2 years, I was a struggle with the anemic, and so finally I decided to incorporate like eggs and cheese and fish. And I don't like chicken. I never liked chicken or pork. So I forever.
Chicken is kind of gross. Like it tastes
and pork
rubbery.
So
not my favorite.
And I don't have any desire to eat beef, right? The smell, I don't like it. But I said, well, things that I remember when I was little, like a quail or rabbit or deer or lamb.
Only exotic animals, my father.
Yes, expensive ones.
He has expensive taste, but not attached to money.
So I start to incorporate a little, like once or twice a week. And so I get out of my anemia, right? And I never, ever, even I have issues with my heart that nobody know why. I never had high cholesterol, but now that I incorporated little salmon and quail and lamb to my diet, they said, oh, your cholesterol went up. Is how high? 110. Is it high? I said, well, we want you to have like a 72. Like, what? Because all the things that you have in your heart. Like, oh, okay. So that I go back to my vegetarian way of life. And no. You need the animal protein. Like then
you get frustrated on like
I get it. And then my wife, she wanted me to go ask my daughters and my son. They want me to go to exercise. I'm very lazy about that. I really am. I prefer riding my motorcycle around.
He has a Harley, drives around the Harley, and that's his form of exercise.
And this is that my vibration in the motorcycle is enough exercise, right? So anyhow, he put me in the. I'm gonna make they don't pay me for this, okay? So to the Lifetime places, I think one of the nicest places to go over there. They have the nicest equipment and the installation and everything. And I go and swim and do this. And for the past 3 months, I think, I have health issues again. I had the flu, I had pneumonia, I had COVID. And like, oh my God, but I don't die, right? I think I never gonna die now. So I think it's my punishment to be alive. But anyhow,
Oh,
so for 3 months, I don't did nothing and I put some pounds and my wife is, no. So yesterday I went to the gym and I went to swim. I swim for 20 minutes because I like to swim. And then this morning I was like, oh, I'm so sore. Oh, no.
Good for you. That's a good sore. I'm
I
proud
know,
of
that's what
you.
your mother says.
That was a high five, everyone.
That's the complication in my life.
I know, but so I want to kind of bring it back because you had this near-death experience, which we all suffered through. And I love your vulnerability and sharing how hard that, that process was of recovery. And you're still uncertain of why you're here. Sometimes you get frustrated. And I tend to understand that for you. But there's something special in this where you just wrote a book and you're getting a lot of good feedback and people wanting to know more of your stories.
I know, right?
And so I feel there's something to this.
But
right?
so see, I explain, I get out of the way to explain something.
It's okay, I bring you back.
So I have the idea of the book and then that happened, whatever I tell you, right? All the things that I tell you. And then I have another friend, he's a writer also, and he's a shaman also. And a lot of you guys, you know them. It's like, it's co-author of the Fifth Agreement and it's Jose Ruiz, right? A lot of you guys know his father, Miguel Ruiz. And he lives in Utah. He lives in Sandy. He lives in your house. He's my daughter's neighbor, but you don't know. But I know.
Guys, I live next to Jose Ruiz. It's a big deal.
And I like to think that he's my friend. So we connect a few years ago. We connect in a lot of things and been in places and things like that. And let's like a 5 December, I think. We went to a convention of mystic people. And he was there, and the first thing that he hugged me and greeted me, and then he says, "What happened with your book?" And I said, "What book?" So you need to write a book. No, yes, you have all ideas, do it. And then in that conference, because it was like a conference for three or 4 days, like at the end was a guy from another spiritual guy from England that he teach you how to become in contact with your spiritual side so you can place your ideas in paper and ink so people can learn. And he tells us a lot of techniques to do that. And so the idea was there, and I was doing, and then another guy for Spain, a 7 times bestseller, challenged me to write a book. It says, he told me straight to my face, if you let me guide you, I guarantee you that in 7 weeks, you're gonna be a bestseller. And I said, well, I not even had an idea what I'm gonna do. And he told me, well, do this like a Betta Test. Just do it. Don't need to be perfect. Just do it and let's see what happens. Let the universe flow, let the energy flow, and bring your message out to the people that they don't know you and they want to know you, because the universe is reclaiming you. So these people can recognize you. And I was like, oh, wow, he's a very good speaker. So anyhow, I accept his challenger, and he guided me for 7 weeks to the whole process that I don't know nothing about writing. I have ideas, but a new idea come, the idea of this book, Calling the Shaman, so I can explain to the people that this is not magic or spells or sorcery or nothing of that. And he was guiding me, and we did the book. And in one point, I want my daughter to help me to write the book, but she was so busy with going in her life about going and be a.
I offered though, but then mom ended up helping.
Yeah. So anyhow, everybody was involved with me. And finally, I published the book, right? And I went to Amazon because it's the biggest publishers in the world right now. And I did everything that this guy told me to do. And in 2 hours that I published my book, was a bestseller. It was a bestseller in I think five or six different categories. So I put it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories, 5 different categories. Was in 2 hours. Was a bestseller.
Amazing.
And I was crying. I was crying because I said, how they can be is people that all his life would study and go to the university and pay courses and go here and there and make a lot of books, and they never come a bestseller, right? But I think happens that people want to know about these things. In these times,
Yes.
is the awakening of the humanity. These difficult times that we're living right now, we're at the breach of a nuclear war. I don't think it's going to happen, but we are right now. And this it's a lot of, I always think it's more good people than bad people. So it's a good people trying to do the right thing. It's a good people right now. These new generations. I'm old. I look young, but I'm 60 years old. Now I am. Last year I thought that I was 60 years old, and my daughter make a big party with mariachis and food and music and everything.
Oh my God. Hold on. I have to say this for like super fast because it's so funny. So we're like, my dad and my mom come to me and my siblings, and they're like, guess what? Your dad's going to turn 60 years old this year. And we're like, oh, wow, that's a big deal. So we decided to put this whole surprise party together, like a huge party in my backyard. You know, family are flying in from out of town. And through conversations of our family who lives out of town, my cousin's like, hey, yo, your dad is not 60, because my dad.
My mom, the one that told you.
Well, she confirmed it, but you know, we're like, wait, is he turning 60 or not? He ended up being 59. Anyway, we ended up still throwing the big party, celebrating 60, even though it's his 59. It was hilarious.
And like I say, I ride a motorcycle. I have a motorcycle that a month back there was breakdown when we was in the way to Red River, right? For the motorcycle club enthusiasts, they know what it's about. And my motorcycle break down, and like, oh, I was all depressed and crying. And then my siblings, Nuria, Carla, and Joseph.
Your kids.
So sorry, no.
They're my siblings.
My children, they bought me a Harley Davidson Electra Glide Ultra Classic. So for the ones that know about motorcycle, they know what I'm talking about. It's top of the line.
He was so happy.
And I was crying again because.
By the way, my dad never cried when I was growing up, and now he's more attached to his emotions.
Because I need to be strong for you guys.
Oh, I love it.
I do cry when you don't see me. Right?
Oh,
but you need to have that image of your strong father. So you.
I do have that.
I know. I build you more strong. You're your sister more strong than you need to be. You are really strong people and very smart and very compassionate human persons. So yes.
Thanks.
So anyhow, they throw the party, and then it happens to be there at 60, right? I was 59. I keep all the presents. So we want to do it this year again.
No.
Anyhow, I writing the book is a good thing for me. I guess it was a better try, or how they call it, better.
Yeah, Betta pilot,
whatever. And they come very well. I'd like saying 2 hours. It was a, and then I published it first in Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel most comfortable with the Hispanic community, because they were more attached to shamanism and all these things. Not that the Caucasian don't do, but the concept is different. And then, so in 1 month, I published it in English, and Nuria reviewed the book for me. He said, "Oh, it's perfect in English. Why you learn English, father? You speak English, father."
You speak all the languages.
And then, so I published it, and then also in this one in English, in 8 hours, was a bestseller also. And somebody called me and said, hey, you cannot put your bestseller seal. Somebody don't know nothing. He not even publish a book. Just, you know how the haters are everywhere. And says, you cannot put the bestseller in one book in one language to another. Says, no, my friend, I have these captures from screen from Amazon when they say that I'm bestseller in English with that book. And I send them to them, like 10 of them, in different categories. Oh, whoa. I'm blood. And he never talked to me again. He blocked me.
Wow.
But yes, so I feel very good.
Congratulations, because that's a big deal. Makes me really proud and happy for you, because I feel like it's just the beginning of many more. And I know you don't want to spoil the book, but I do think it's important to maybe share 2 or 3 things that's in there.
You can share. The most I did something very millennium. I don't know if millennium or not, but I was thinking in the future. I a lot of times I feel that I belong to another era, more advanced. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think you do, because of everything.
Because I do think that people like, oh. So this is a regular book, right? And what I have inside.
So it's like QR code.
So right there, you can scan it and you're going to be surprised. So I have like 2 more with different things. Yes, right. 1 more over there.
Yes. So he did a very millennial thing.
So people, and I was very close to put the QR code so they can listen to the book, but from the publishers, they told me no, because they want me to sell it in Amazon also, audiobook. And then I said, well, no, maybe in 1 or 2 years I make another edition and I put the audiobook over there for free, right? So if they already pay for the book, they can have the audiobook for free. But anyhow.
So what would you say in like a short sentence of what the book is about?
Is a clarification of the natural truth that's been there forever with humanity, that we have the sense and the way to contact to superior beings, and we have the right to enjoy all the good things in life. That's what it is.
That's amazing. And obviously many more details in the book. I've read it Spanish and English, of course. And but there's a piece that I think is really important to say, and you guys can read the story in the book, but my dad was homeless as a teenager. Yes. And it is through that pain and suffering that you were able to find that higher power, the shamans that helped you, and then kind of passed on that gift. They chose you and passed on their gift onto you. And it's just a very fascinating story. And so you definitely don't want to miss out on reading not only about shamanism and the truths of that, but also just my father's story through how he was woken up into this world. Because it's I was crying, I'm like, I've heard him tell me this, but maybe not in as much detail, but it was very impactful. So get the book. Where can they get the book?
So right now it's in Amazon. You can go to Amazon and put my name. My name is Adrian with over 8, like Aaron. It's Adrian, and Rivera, or you can put the title "Shaman Awakening of the Natural Secret." It's right there.
So, and we'll also add it to the link for all of our listeners. So you can just click on it and it'll take you directly to Amazon. But anyone who's listening and is interested in buying the book, in Spanish, it's called Shaman, Despertar Secreto Natural, and in English, Shaman, Shaman Awakening of the Natural Secret by Adrian Rivera. And so go get the book. I promise it is an easy read, like he said, and it's an amazing story and great information. And Dad, I know time always runs fast with you. Time doesn't exist with you.
No, I don't even use watch, never use it.
I know.
And I'm never late.
What would be your like parting thoughts for the audience who are listening and into this world?
This is the time for everybody to find out what they don't like in life, because everybody tell you, find what you like. And if you find it, you're never gonna need to work. And I think there's something wrong with that. You need to find the things that you don't like, so you avoid that ones, and then your life is gonna be better. That's for me, that's the truth. Everybody, every time, and everybody, they find out the things that you don't like and wipe it out of your life, you grow. You're like a river, you flow. Wow. You never stop. The river find a big rock, they don't want to fight with the rock. Say, oh, we don't like this rock, let's destroy them. No, they go around, they take the shape, go around and let them back. And the river continues to be until they get to the ocean and they get better and bigger. So that's what happened. People think that they need to find the thing that they like, so they don't need to work ever because they're doing the thing that they like. But I think it's more important to find out what you don't like, because you can be a mechanic, right? And you like to work in cars, and you're happy, but you have a nasty boss, and they always gonna make it troubles to you. That's always gonna blame you for whatever is, or if they do overprice, they're gonna blame you with the clients. Oh, it's the mechanic, the one that take it 3 days to do it, and things like that. It's a very bagus description about the things, but it's right. If you say, I don't like this kind of boss, I like a boss that encourage me and like my job and see the value that I apport to the place or to the workplace, then I'm gonna stay there, and then I'm gonna be happy, because everybody need to work. Everybody need to be noticed. Everybody need recognition, and everybody need the integrity to be intact. So that's what we need. So it's important to find something that you like, so you don't work. But it's more important to identify the stones in your life, so you can avoid them, move it away, or never cross that path again, right? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And meditate. Now it's a big thing. Meditation is a big thing now. Everybody like, and everywhere. Even my daughter has a meditation room. Then I think she did it because my influence, I don't know, maybe she has a guru, I don't know. But I'm glad that she have it and people use it, because if we teach our children, our little children, we teach them to meditate, I guarantee everybody that in one generation, we can change the world.
That's amazing. I agree. Amen. And just to touch on find out what you don't like, I do feel that is a process of how you do find what you do like. So if you're not sure if you are stuck in a path and you're not sure where to go next, that's definitely helpful and a tool to get to understand what you do want. So,
and we're not talking about being irresponsible, right? Just we're talking about find your inner person and grow and be better.
I love it. Well, Dad, this was a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on my guest. My dad was here. So again, don't forget to check out the book. And if you want to follow him, he's also on Instagram. Yes. What's your handle?
So see, you need to buy the book. You need to have
all his contact information is in the book.
I put it over here and people are like, why you put your email? There's a lot of, I don't care about the haters. So, it's a good thing that they talk about you.
So his email is rivera.a.adrian@gmail.com. He's also on.
You can read it in the other book. It's right there.
Yeah, and then so his handle on Instagram is also Rivera.
That's my spiritual name, Libera Espiritu.
Libera Espiritu.
And Facebook. Well, I have my Facebook, my page, personal page, and my fan page.
And also YouTube. So
Adrian, YouTube and
he's everywhere.
Facebook, email, Instagram, Google,
So you can
View,
reach out to him whatever way.
Twitter. Yeah, and not I'm a millennial, right?
And he's not even a millennial, but he
But
is.
you need to be in contact with the millennials so they can know, they can learn, because they're the guys that are gonna take the control of our country
Yeah,
pretty soon.
I know, it's wild. I'm like, I don't want to take control of the country.
You're gonna lead the
It's like
world.
such a big
You're gonna
job.
lead. You're the ones that are
Yeah,
gonna lead.
we
now.
are the leaders. I love it. I love you, Dad. Thanks for being here today, and go check it out. And I hope that you guys all have a beautiful and fantastic day, and we will see you next time.